Forward TV. The world is thinking.
I referred earlier to the danger of assuming anti-Americanism. Very often, ironically, the perceived anti-Americanism is a result of what we might be better off calling pro-Americanism, because many times anti-American critics are really those who are most committed to the American values that they feel today's America is betraying. Let me give you 3 examples. 1, globalism. It was Wilson and FDR who were the fathers of global governance, not Clemenceau or Churchill. It was Americans who wanted to build a means to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war, to quote the UN Charter. America built up global institutions like the UN, conducted the Marshall Plan, when America was even stronger than it is now. Americans never showed the disdain for the opinions of the rest of the world that the current administration has been doing in recent years. To many foreigners, today's America is repudiating the values for which America had always stood in the world. Second example, the rather unseemly celebration of US power. The Robert Kagan view that Americans are from Mars while Europeans are from Venus, and that the big power in a unipolar world behaves as a powerful state can, without being, in the words of Charles Krauthammer, a Gulliver tied down by Lilliputians. Now, this sort of view has severely damaged the US's image amongst the Lilliputians, the rest of us. That Osama bin Laden acts in a way that's contrary to world peace surprises nobody and disappoints nobody. When the US does, it's a huge betrayal. Guantanamo, Abu Ghraib, torture, rendition, Blackwater's killings of civilians in Iraq are all sins that no one can forgive the US for, precisely because America was admired because we believed America stood for something in the world. Third example, the US has facilitated the globalized world by proselytizing for the very policies, capitalism, open markets, globalization, and international institutions that have made this shift possible. But many foreigners now worry that Americans fearful of decline are now, to quote Zakaria again, becoming suspicious of the very things you've long celebrated, unquote. You don't have to watch Lou Dobbs on TV to conclude that the US is acting as if it's now suspicious of the very policies it has traditionally advocated: free markets, trade, immigration, technological change. In other words, there's fear that just as the world is increasingly opening up, America may be closing down. And that leads me to my 4th and last example, the increasing worry that, beset by internal preoccupations, America may be turning inwards and forgetting its responsibilities to the well-being of the world. JFK memorably said, "The cost of freedom is always high, but Americans have always paid it," unquote. The problem for many Americans is that in recent years, it seems that cost has been paid with a credit card. Many, I understand, are understandably unwilling to keep paying it, and that's a challenge for you more than it is for the rest of us in the world.